or false?
You'd pull up an ice cream truck.
Yeah, they'd be like, hey, baby, you're so nice. So there's something disingenuous about it. And that's what I think the confusion is, because a lot of guys also message me and say, oh, yeah, you know, nice. I'm very nice to the women I associate with. I'm a nice guy. There's a huge advantage in life to being likable. That is a skill that most people should cultivate, being likable. I can actually honestly say all the people who YouTube aside, in the real world, the people who dislike me are people I've decided it's okay for them to dislike me. Or pure violent haters, which every man gets, right? But if I'm in a conversation with somebody and I want them to like me, I have a 100% success rate. I know how to make people like me. I know how to be a likable person. I had a guy come to me the other day and he said, oh yeah, the women in my office really dislike me. I'm like, why? Oh yeah, well, they're this, they're that. I'm like, bro, you're in a corporate setting arguing with chicks. HR, you're gonna get wrecked. Like, be likable. Like, do something. Like, how can you not be likable on that level? So all in all, I think being likable is a superpower, and I think it's something you should cultivate, and it translates across everything from business to women to everything else. And if you're likable enough, you'd be amazed what you get away with. I mean, you see me on Fresh and Fit. I say some shit, bro. But I'm likable enough, but the girls got to sit there and go,
yo, I'm watching you talk crazy, and you're surrounded by 10, 15 chicks, and you're sitting in the middle, and even you're talking crazier, they're getting cozier and cozier. And I'm like,
yeah, right. It's called getting cozy.
Oh, that is so true.
But also, I feel like those chicks know he has money, so they want to please.
So it's a kind of even though at this point it's a status, like he said at the very start, it's a status thing.
Yeah.
So when you work hard enough as a man to get your money, your wealth, girls will come. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Girls will come. But the thing about it, if you don't have that status, do you feel like girls will still come? Probably not.
I mean, they'll come, but if there was a guy over there that had more of a status versus the other guy without one, they're gonna try for the status guy.
So at the end of the day, because Andrew is basically what he said right there. It's better to be likable than it is to be a nice guy. Would you kind of agree with that? When he says likable, like people like you, like you're a nice person, right? But you're not going to go out of your way for somebody. You just maybe you're just really good at talking. Maybe you're just like, okay, if you need something, I'm here, but I'm not going to call you, kind of thing.
Okay, so I feel like being likable is something that people need, and not everybody has it. Not everybody is likable. But being a likable gives you an advantage because people like you, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess it can work being likable because you, like you said, you be likable, but then if they need you for something, you're not there. Like, what did you mean by that?
Well, if they need you for something, you don't like you're gonna rush over. Like most nice guys probably rush over. Okay, I'm on my way, right there, and then the girl just disappears again.
Okay.
Like she only comes to you when she needs something.
Okay.
This is why
right. Yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and I know there's plenty of girls there who keep that guy or a friend, whatever, there, and only call him when they need something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Other than that, they're not gonna sleep with him, even though he's a nice guy to them. He's probably doing all the right things. They're like, I can't sleep with this guy, but it's good to have him around just in case.
Right? Yeah, so, there's some women out there that will try with a man who's nice to pay her bills or whatever like that. Like if he comes across as like really nice and really into you,
even though you're not into him, but he's really into you.
They're gonna try and get what they can.
Yeah,
some women, not all.
And this is why. Again, right there, it kind of proves the point. It's better to be an asshole because an asshole or whatever, a bad guy, is not. It's gonna like know right away. Okay, you're just trying to get my money. I don't need to do this with you. But a nice guy will probably think like, oh, that's not a problem. It's okay. But meanwhile, that girl doesn't really want him. She just want to use him for what he has.
Yeah.
And that's the sad part because there are plenty of nice guys out there, and that I know. And you see them like they're wondering what they did wrong. They'd be nice to the girl, and the girls would just distance themselves, or the girls would just look at other men that are bad guys or bad boys or whatever you want to call it, rather than try to make things work with that nice guy. Right, and it's sad because I feel like 90% of women are like that.
Yeah. I wouldn't say 90%.
Majority of the women, I would say 90%.
But I'd say like the younger generation is kind of building up like that.
Yeah, they just want the buff guy, you know, the guy
money. Yeah, with money.
Yeah, the guy with money, and they don't notice the nice guy who was probably doing everything for them. Because I remember in high school, there was this one girl I really liked at this point, and came to the point where she would call me for everything and talked, and we had good conversations, and she would hang out with me. We'd go out, sure, but then after she started dating somebody else, and I was like, oh, that moment, I was like, fuck, I just got fucking friend zoned because I was too fucking nice to her. So she put me in the friend zone, and I would still remember this. It was so bad. Like, I'm gonna put this out there. There was a story I had. Is I was at her house.
Mm-hmm.
And her man randomly showed up. And guess what? She told me, go in the closet. And I went in the closet. And I stood there. She was there with her man. And since after that day, that's when I kind of realized, like, fuck. It sucks being a nice guy. You get friend zoned.
I've never heard this story.
I know you never heard this story.
You're going to have to tell me this later.
Yeah, I never told her that story. And I'm not going to say the person's name because she's probably, well, she doesn't watch my stuff. But anyways, you never know. But since that day, I realized you can't go and get into that friend zone because it sucks. Because you see the girl that you like the whole time with someone else, that shit hurts.
I don't think it was more of a friend zone. I think you're just being used. Because if you were a friend, and I think I have a cat here. If you were a friend and her boyfriend showed up, it shouldn't have been an issue because you're a friend. You know what I mean? If you were
like, she knew I liked her. Right?
Oh, okay. Well, then there you go. She was using you.
No. Well,
clear as day, she was using you, or both of you. I don't know, but mainly you because you had to go in the closet. So
like, I think after that, that's when I kind of realized you can't be too nice to females at all.